Okay, now I get to move on. All right, our second speaker. This is his icebreaker. Always fun. Lex. The speech is Unleash the Greatness in You. Lex is a preacher and a motivational speaker. He's still having fun here with Toastmasters. He came to America on a journey of greatness. He will show us how we can all achieve greatness. Put up your hands together as you come to give his speech, Unleash the Greatness that is in You.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and our special guest, good to see everybody tonight. My speech tonight will not be pestiferous. If you believe that there's greatness in you, please raise up your hands. Good, almost all of us, talking to the right people. All of us in this room, there's greatness in us, and this is the time to unleash this greatness. Many people don't know this, that's why they settle for less in life. Maya Angelou wrote a book called I Know Why Kate Bush Sings. Think about that. I know why Kate Bush sings. When you lock a bird up in a cage, the bird will start singing. What are the songs? Limitation, frustration, and unfulfillment. For many years, I lived my life similar to a bird locked up in a cage. But a couple of years ago, I got sick of living like that. And I intentionally destroyed that cage of limitation and restriction. Now I'm living my life to the fullest. I don't know tonight, maybe there are some of us here. Maybe you've been living your life similar to a bird locked up in a cage. My question to you is, for how long are you going to stay in that cage? Tonight is the night to destroy that cage of limitation and frustration and start living your life to the fullest. There is more to your life than what you are saying. Anytime I tell people that there's greatness in them, they always ask me a question. Say, how can I know that there's greatness in me? And I always answer them this way. You are unique. 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 All of us, we are all unique. And this is the time to celebrate our uniqueness. This is the time to celebrate who you are. Many years ago, a guy shot himself in the head at a parking lot in downtown Indianapolis. He committed suicide. There is another type of suicide that is not common, that people are scared to talk about. It's what I call suicide of imitation. Imitation is a suicide. Please, be yourself because you are unique. I'm the kind of person that I like luxury cars. Lincoln Navigator, Rolls-Royce, Lamborghini, Bentley. I like them all, which means I must be rich. If you go to a shop where they say Bentley, they will tell you this is Bentley. It looks nice and also smells nice. It costs $299,000. If someone should come and say, please, take this $25,000 and give me this Bentley, they will tell you, go away. It costs what it costs. It's for rich people. If you are poor, living from paycheck to paycheck, don't even come closer. It costs what it costs. The same thing with greatness. Greatness costs what it costs. Greatness is not for sale. There are 3 specific prerequisites for greatness. Number 1, an obsession with our purpose. An obsession with our purpose. Life without purpose is not only stinks, it is useless. All of us, we are all born with a purpose, for a purpose, and to fulfill a purpose. Dr. Miles Monroe once said, the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life without purpose. That is a tragedy. All over the world, that's how many people are living their life, a life without purpose. A good example of someone that fulfilled his purpose in life is a man called Thomas Paine, author of Common Sense. Anybody know Thomas Paine? Well, we are good students of American history. Thomas Paine was born in England. He got married, messed up his first marriage. In fact, his wife gave him money to leave the house and not come back. He was a terrible husband. He started his business. He messed up the business. He came to America by the invitation of Benjamin Franklin and started working as a publisher. In less than a year, he wrote a book called Common Sense, which was a pamphlet. It was this book that changed the fabric of this great country. It was this book that challenged the American colonists or the rebel to fight Great Britain, the greatest country at that time, to receive their independence. He achieved greatness by publishing this book. John Adams once said, the sword of George Washington would have been raised in vain, if not for the pen of author of Common Sense. George Washington commanded his soldiers to read Common Sense before fighting Great Britain. It was that book that motivated them and challenged them to fight Great Britain and America got independence. Some people they call Thomas Paine the father of American Revolution. He achieved greatness through his purpose by writing a book. Maybe your purpose is to write a book. Please go ahead. When you're a man or woman of purpose, greatness is just a matter of time. Number 2, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Nobody can do this for us. We have to believe in ourselves. It's very important before we can unleash the greatness that is in us. I'm going to use myself as an example. I took a speech class in a college many years ago, and when they called me to come and give a speech, I always believed I have this bold personality. But when I got there that day, you won't believe what happened. I was shaking, and I was sweating similar to a Christmas goat. Anybody ever say Christmas goat before? I'm from Nigeria. Every Christmas we kill goat or cow in Nigeria to celebrate. When you look at those goats on Christmas Eve, you will pity them. They are shaking, they were sweating because they're going to die the next day. I was disappointed in myself that day. But I said, I have to do something about it. I know I have a message. I joined Toastmaster. I keep giving speeches in front of people. I learned to believe in myself through practice and preparation. You too can do the same thing. You can learn to believe in yourself through practice and preparation. And when you believe in yourself, you will achieve greatness. Number 3, hard work. Hard work. Hard work is an American phenomenon. I'm going to use American pilgrim as an example. The pilgrim came all the way from Europe, and they came because of 2 reasons. To have economic freedom and religious freedom. They seek of people locking them in the cage in Europe, telling them what to think or what to say. And they jumped inside the ship and they came to the free world. And when they get to the free world, Native America welcomed them here. And they started working hard, doing the railroad, road, university, airplane, building many things. And after many years, they built the greatest country in the history of mankind. America the beautiful, the pinnacle nation in the world. The land of the Pilgrim's Pride, through hard work. I tell young folks every time that America did not become great by eating chicken wing. America became great through hard work. I call it compulsive, obsessive, obsession with hard work. When you are hardworking, you will achieve greatness. It's just a matter of time. When you take these 3 things into consideration, obsession with our purpose, belief in ourselves, and hard work, we will achieve greatness. President James Buchanan once said, he was the president before Abraham Lincoln. He said, the task of leadership is not to put greatness into humanity, but to elicit it. For the greatness is already there. Think about that. The task of leadership is not to put greatness into humanity. It's not to put greatness to humanity, but to elicit it, for the greatness is already there. That's exactly what I came here to do tonight. I didn't come here to create greatness. That would be magic. I came to elicit greatness. I came to elicit greatness. I came to show you what's already on the inside of you. I've mentored many high school kids. I've seen kids who are sick of life. They just don't understand their life, and they're thinking about suicide. I've talked to adult old folks who think their life is nothing but bubbles of mess, and they want them to just die and give up on life. This is no time to die. In fact, God does not want you in heaven now, because this is where the show is on this heart. This is no time to give up. This is no time to give in. The time to be hopeful is right now. The time to be creative is right now. The time to be productive is right now. And the time to unleash the greatness of the inside of you is right now.
You delivered your first speech, and it was titled, Unleash the Greatness That Is in You. And if I can summarize your speech in one word, it was outstanding. I can assure you it was not testifiers. Your main aim, I asked you before the meeting, was to motivate us, and boy, did you motivate us. It was just fantastic. I like the way you opened your speech with a question. I think that engages the audience. Your speech was very well organized. It had an opening, a body of speech, and finally a conclusion. First, you asked us whether we felt like a bird in a cage, and I liked the way you described it. You asked, do you feel like a bird in a cage? And this was like, being locked in a cage. It was a great visual for me. And then you said, it's time to unleash your greatness within you, and the time is today. That was also very well done. You said there are 3 important points, and you went through each one of them. First one was obsession without a purpose. Second one was believe in yourself, and third one was hard work. And what I liked was for each point, you had a story accompanying it. And that allowed us to understand that point even better. Your entire speech was filled with quotes. I couldn't keep up with them. It was really wonderful. I just wrote a few of them because I had time only to write them. You are unique, and you pointed to everyone in the audience. That was fantastic. You said, be yourself. Imitation is suicide. And greatness is not for sale. Finally, your entire speech was, you were able to motivate us by telling us and encouraging us to seek greatness. There are a few things that you could have looked on, or you can look to improve for the next speech. First one is when the Toastmaster was giving you the introduction. It would be great if you are already standing here so you don't lose time walking up to the podium. Second is to communicate with the Toastmaster so that the lectern can be moved away before you enter the stage. And the other thing I noticed was you had a little bit of rocking during your speech, if you want to watch out for that. Here are the things that you did well. You had an intro that the Toastmaster read out, and that set your speech. You had excellent eye contact. You looked at almost everybody here. You had graceful gestures, very pointed, very specific for each line that you used. And your speech was peppered with humor. The one that stood out for me was shaking like a Christmas goat. I believe your volume was perfect. I think everyone at the back could hear you. If not, they'll let you know in the evaluation. But other than that, I enjoyed your speech, and I'm looking forward for your next speech. Thank you.